Welcome back to another episode of the Property Management Podcast. Thank you so much for having me in your ears. Now, this is another one of our little shorty episodes. We're going to give you some bite-sized episodes, a second one every single week. It's going to mainly focus on tips, tricks, strategies, and trends around social media and digital marketing. And today we're diving into a topic that holds so many people back from growing their businesses and reaching their full potential. The mindset blocks stopping you from showing up on social media. And if you've ever felt the fear of judgment, suffered from imposter syndrome, or thought you were not good enough to put yourself out there, trust me, I've been there too. I used to avoid social media like the plague. A few years ago, you wouldn't catch me dead doing a video, let alone showing up consistently online. But I knew I had to change if I wanted to grow my business. So I set myself a challenge, one video a week for an entire year. And let me tell you, those first videos were absolutely cringeworthy. And you can go back and have a look at them through my Instagram or Facebook feeds. I hated the sound of my own voice. Well, I actually still do. I worried about what people would think of me, and I had no idea what I was doing. But then something amazing happened. I got better. I figured out what worked. I got consistent, and then I built an audience, I built a brand, and I built multiple businesses off the back of it. So let me share some of the biggest mindset blocks that stopped me and probably you from showing up on social media. The first thing is the fear of judgment. What if people don't like me? What if they think I'm stupid? The truth, people are too busy worrying about themselves to scrutinize your every move. And the ones who do, well, they're never your people anyway. Imposter syndrome. Have you ever heard yourself say, "Who am I to talk about this? I'm not an expert." If you've said those words to yourself, chances are you suffer from imposter syndrome. Reality check though, everyone starts somewhere, and you become an authority by consistently showing up and sharing value. Now, this is a big one for a lot of, especially women, but I'm sure it affects men as well. Not looking good enough to put yourself out there on camera. I need better hair, I need better lighting, I need a better setup. Nope, you don't. People connect with realness, not perfection. Authenticity wins every single time. Thinking you're not enough. I don't have anything valuable to say. If you've got experience, and I know you do, insights or a unique perspective, you do have something to say. Someone out there needs to hear exactly what you want to share. So let me share with you some of the things that have helped me show up more confidently online and put myself out there on social media. This is a big one. You have to start before you're ready. You're never going to be ready to put yourself out there on social media. Your mind will not ever let you be ready for that amount of discomfort. Your mind likes to keep you safe, and putting yourself out there on social media is terrifying. It's almost like being in a cave with a wild animal. You'll never feel 100% ready, so just start. The longer you wait for the perfect time, the more opportunities you're going to miss. Begin with what you have, whether it's a simple phone camera, a basic script, or even just a text post. Action breeds clarity. The sooner you start, the faster you're going to improve. Trust me on this. Commit to consistency. Give yourself a challenge, just like I did. One post, one video a week. Schedule it, set reminders, and hold yourself accountable. Over time, you'll improve, you'll find your voice, and build confidence. Your audience will also begin to expect and look forward to your content, reinforcing your credibility. Focus on helping, not selling. When you approach social media with the mindset of serving rather than selling, everything shifts. Share useful tips, personal experiences, industry insights, and relatable stories. Teach, inspire, or entertain. People don't follow brands. They follow people who add value to their lives. Embrace progress, not perfection, and you've probably heard me say this 1,000 times. Your first content won't be perfect. Your 10th content probably won't be perfect either. But by your 100th or your 1,000th, accept that mistakes, awkward moments, and imperfections are part of the journey. Your audience doesn't need you to be flawless. They need you to be real. Every great creator started somewhere, and growth comes from showing up consistently despite the imperfections. And I listened to a podcast the other day and it had Mr. Beast on there. And for any of you who don't know who Mr. Beast is, he is the most famous YouTuber in the world. And he started YouTube at, I think, 14, 15 or 16 as a young teenager. He had no one listening to his early YouTube episodes. He had heard crickets, no one responded. He had no subscribers. He just got consistent and eventually things started to change. He's now a billionaire and he gets millions and millions of downloads for his YouTube channel. But do you think he's special? No, he's just like the rest of us. He was an awkward teenager, but he dared to just continue to show up and put himself out there. And another mindset shift, I guess, you need to make. Social media is about engagement and building community. It's not just about posting. You want to get into that mindset of connection, reply to comments, ask questions, engage in conversations, and be genuinely interested in your audience. When you build relationships rather than just broadcast messages, your online presence becomes more powerful and magnetic. And it's time to reframe those negative thoughts. Yes, that inner chatter that you've got. So what if you said, instead of saying, what if people judge me? What if you asked yourself, what if I inspire someone today? Replace self-doubt with positive affirmations and remind yourself why you started. Mindset shifts are key to showing up with confidence in not only online or social media, but in business and in life. Think about it. How do you choose a hotel, a restaurant, or book a flight these days? I'm going to guess you do it online. You check reviews, you gather social proof, or personal recommendations. Your online presence is your reputation today, whether you want to accept that or not. And in today's world, it's going to be the future of business growth. But remember, people buy from people. If you're not showing up, you're leaving opportunities on the table. You want to not just show up as a business brand, but you want to show up as a personal brand as well. Share your struggles, share your personal story, share your family, your dogs, what you like to get up to on weekends, what books or podcasts you enjoy. Let people get to know you on a much deeper level. Now, if I could overcome my fears and build a brand that changed my life, so can you. Your voice matters, your experience matters. Your business and you deserve to be seen. So stop hiding and start showing up. And I'm going to leave this episode by giving you a little challenge. Just start with one video or static post a week. Pick up your phone and record an educational topic. But please be sure to tag me in at That Property Mum so that I can cheer you on as well. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed and took a lot of value from this episode today. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.